Hey guys, PaulPer's here, the sniper with the skills, and before this video, I just want to say thank you for all the support on my EV training guide on the GLG Pixelmon Forums. It means a lot to have reached 10,000 views, and I am proud to reward you guys with my first ever Minecraft video. So yeah, let's do this. Hey guys, PaulPer's here, sniper with the skills, and welcome to my very first ever Minecraft video. Today's video is brought to you by Jack's Laptop. Jack's Laptop, when your computer can't record something, borrow your siblings' technology without their consent. So, I wonder what my first ever video is going to be about. Just checking out the chat. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a note. Hey PaulPer's, Dr. Q here. I've noticed local trainers on my server need help with EV training. My prescription is a fine helping of a useful EV training video. I trust you to do your best, and I look forward to the results. From Dr. Q. Alright, I guess we're going to be doing some EV training. Alright, well, I'm going to set up that, and I will get back to you guys when it's all set. See you then! And I'm back. Hey guys, just finished setting everything up, and I'm pretty proud of what I've done. I've created an EV training stadium, and a few little areas to help explain how to EV train. So, might as well get right into it. What is EV training? Well, EVs are effort values, which are given by fighting different Pokemon. Different Pokemon give different effort value yields, such as a Nidorino will give 2 attack, but a Clefairy will give plus 2 HP. Meanwhile, a Pidgeotto does plus 2 speed, a Tentacruel plus 2 special defense, a Graveler plus 2 defense, and a Flappy plus 2 special attack. Now, in my guide, I've included a useful list of Pixelmon that spawn in-game already that give different EV yields, and I'll also include at the bottom of the video a link to the full list of effort value yields on Bulbapedia page. Now, EV training is done by fighting select Pokemon while holding certain power items. And by doing that, you can maximize the stats of your Pokemon. By that I mean, these are the power items, EV training held items. The Macho Brace will double the amount of EVs you gain from a battle. So let's say I fought that Electabuzz over there. I would gain, instead of a plus 2 in speed, I would instead gain plus 4. But during the battle, if my Pokemon is holding the power items or Macho Brace, its speed will be cut in half. Now the power weight does the same, all of these, like I just said, do the same thing. They all cut the speed in half, but power weight gave plus 4 HP, power bracer plus 4 attack, power belt plus 4 defense, power lens plus 4 special attack, power band plus 4 special defense, and the power anklet plus 4 speed. That's a lot of items. My only response to that is hashtag power moves only. Yeah. Alright, so, by utilizing the power items and different effort value yields, you can EV train a lot quicker. Oh, okay. I'm gonna die, but this is a good time to explain. The Golbat gives plus 2 speed. Oh boy. Really? Is Golbat even gonna attack? Does Golbat only know Supersonic? Apparently so. Yes, 1 hit in. And there we go. Alright. It's actually a little bit easier if I don't have any healed Pokemon. They won't be able to aggro me. But anyways, the way that would work is the +2 attack from fighting the Nidorino while holding the power item, which would a power bracer, which would give you +4 attack, gives you +6 attack EV yields from one battle. And each stat can be can gain a total of 252 EVs before it's maxed out. And a Pokemon has a total of 510 EVs, so you can EV train 2 stats fully and then have +6 to any other stat you want. And it'll give it a +1 in that total. So that's one stat. So 252 divided by 6 is 42. So 42 battles will maximize one stat fully. And if you want to distribute the stats differently, you take 252, or you take the amount of stats you want to, the amount of EVs you want to give a Pokemon, and divide it by 6. Now, for all the whole numbers, that's how many battles you do. And should there be a decimal, quickly write out, I know this is a little tricky for some people, but the best way to do this then is to find the remainder of the decimal, and you fight that many +1s. So if I didn't want to fight a Nidorino, and like if I had an imperfect non-multiple of 6 for attack, I would fight several Nidoran males because they do +1 attack EV gain. Now this is one of the biggest things you need to know. Every battle counts, and you must start from scratch. If I beat that Golbat with my Trico, and I didn't want to EV train speed, I'd have to go catch a whole new Trico. So you need to keep track of all of your battles. I personally have a big notebook with a bunch of tallies. And each battle I check off a tally. Now, when you EV train, the stat combo that you EV train will create a role that your Pokemon will fill on your team. And Smogon has a list of all the different types of roles you can EV train and recommended roles for each Pokemon. And I'll include that link below the video as well. Now, another thing about catching Pokemon is their natures. So each one boosts and nerfs or lowers or gives you less in the long run when you level up your Pokemon fully in a stat. So it'll help you give a little extra more power to each Pokemon. So here, and they're always random, so one of the trickiest things to do is to find a Beldum with the nature you want, because first of all, it is an ordeal to catch a Beldum. And a quick little tip, the best way to catch a Beldum is use a Gengar, Ghastly, or Haunter and use Hypnosis on him and just spam Pokeballs at him, because it will not take any recoil damage, because Takedown has no effect on the Ghost type of those three. But anyways, the Adamant nature gives an increase in attack and a less special attack. Modest boosts special attack at the cost of attack. Jolly boosts speed at the cost of special attack. Careful boosts special defense at the cost of special attack. And Relax boosts defense at the cost of speed. And just a quick little side thing, no natures boost HP. That's all up to you in your EV training if you want to do that. Now, here's 5 roles that are actually really good for each of these natures that these natures are almost the perfect for. A Physical Sweeper is great with Adamant, and that's 252 attack, 252 speed. A Special Sweeper, 252 attack, 252 speed. Both of those are 42 respectively for each of those stats. And Jolly is actually an alternative for a Physical Sweeper nature. Careful is actually really good for a tank, which is different than a wall, because a tank has a little bit of firepower, while a wall is just there to stay there and stand its ground and keep taking hits while causing status ailments or even like leeches life or heals and just stalls out the battle. tank is for if you want to bring the battle to them and not just wait it out with a wall. But the combination of battles you need to do for a tank for these stats is 16 battles for the 96 attack EVs, 26 for the for either special defense or defense, and 42 HP, and a wall, 42 of each. And I'm also gonna throw down below in the video, in the comments or in the description, I'm also gonna include a link to Bulbapedia's natures. So now that I've explained how to EV train, time for some demonstration. And so for my demonstration, quick little side note. If you want to use the Macho Brace, you can fight the +3, a little bit like, you can fight +3 Pokemon, such as Raichu, for speed, Blastoise for special defense, a Golem for defense, a Gengar for +3 special attack, Clefable for +3 HP, or a Machamp for +3 attack. And you can do it in a little bit less battles because of, well actually 42 doing that. But if you fight those with the power brace, with the power item respectively, it's kind of more confusing math. That's why I keep it with 252, because that's divisible by 6. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys. Oh, one other thing. IVs are something, if you're a little bit more critical about EV training, IVs are initial values, because each time, whenever Pokemon spawn, it can have a certain combination of IVs, which can result in why on Bulbapedia, under stats, there's such a big range, is because of the IVs are also accountable. But I kind of don't do the IVs, so it's a little bit confusing, so I kind of leave it alone. But yeah. Alright, let's get to it. I wonder what... Alright, so the doc said on another page of that note he sent me that he left me some Pokemon in here. Not this. This actually, when I was building the set, I was just wandering around and I found a shiny Zubat. So yeah. Which is actually really weird, because my first ever shiny in Heart Gold Soul Silver was a shiny Zubat. So yeah. Alright, the Dragonites are there for a little bit extra something. And, alright, so we're gonna EV train a Physical Sweeper Dragonite from this Let's Get Physical Dratini. So, the Dratini is adamant and ordinary growth rate. And I also did this really quickly. I spawned in a Dratini and rare candied it up to level 100, as you can see. And I also spawned in a Dragonite and leveled it up to level 100. This was just to quickly show you guys, when you want to get a really strong Pokemon, start from a low level, or start at its earliest form, because you get more stats than if you just catch the later on evolutions. Like, if you want a Ponyta, if you want a strong Rapidash, catch a Ponyta. Or, if you want a good Vileplume, catch an Oddish, not a Gloom. Because, if you notice in all these stats except for defense, when I switch to the Dratini, that is now Dragonite because I leveled it up, all the stats except for defense are higher. So, yeah, I just wanted to quickly point that out to you guys because it's a really useful piece of information, and I wanted to help out that way. So just drop these guys back off. Teeny over there. Quetzalcoatl, my Rayquaza over there. And, ooh, excellent. Got all the power items. So we're only going to need the power weight and the power anklet to do the EV training. sniper without some ammo, his sniper rifle, and some Girardi. And also, when you are gonna EV train, research what moves you want to have. I'll explain that later on in the video. And here's Master Balls and some rare candies once we're done EV training. Alright, so I'll just pop this on Dratini. And let's get started EV training. I'll show you guys what I do for the beginning of EV training, and then I'm going to cut to when I fully EV train one of the stats. Alright, so let's use this arena. Hey, yellow kid. And Drowsy gives, I'm just going to let you guys know since I see them, Eradicate gives +2 speed, and Drowsy gives +1 special defense. Hypno gives +2. Alright, so I'm going to quickly /Poke spawn in the best Pokemon to EV train attack from a low level is a Nidorino. Let's just quickly, hey, get back here. Put up the dukes. So, quick fight. Now, here's a trick you can do to help EV train when you have a low-level Pokemon. As long as they're holding the power item and they encounter the wild Pokemon, you can switch to a stronger Pokemon. Oh, okay, Rayquaza, you just caused a little bit of lag for me. And face. So, I can mark off in my book I'm just sorry, I'm just gonna just writing out really quickly on a pad of paper the way I do it. So I can tally off one of the 42 attack stats. And when you're only doing 2 stats, as long as you fight the right Pokemon, you can accidentally have on the wrong power item, as long as you know where you started off using the wrong power item, and then just do the reverse battles. So if I had on the power anklet and I fought 5 Nidorinos instead of the power bracer, I can wear the power bracer and fight 5 Raticates to cancel out that mess up. So yeah. Alright, I'll do one more with you guys. Okay, why do you what's so special about right there? Why do you want to stay right there? Oh, okay, I guess that spot's not good enough for you? Well, how about this? Yeah, gotcha. Also, when you see what Drowsy's doing, guys, I think Drowsy's in aggro mode, and as soon as I beat this Pokemon, Drowsy's gonna want to fight. Yep. Also, that's just a little thing for you guys to know that actually does happen sometimes. Thankfully, Crunch is OP. So now, a little fun fact, since I have not battled with Rayquaza yet, because of that battle he just had, Rayquaza has +4 attack EVs and +1 special defense from the Drowsy. But I'm going to lose track of that eventually. But yeah, alright, I will see you guys when I have finished EV training the attack. And I'll see you guys then. And this is number 42. Tip, when you're doing actually Dragonite or EV training, you can use your Dratini against like low level +2 Pokemon, because Dragon Rage is very OP. There's a reason why it's banned in a lot of servers' first gyms. Perfect timing. We get to evolve as well as finish up the physical EV training, the attack part. So yeah. It wasn't actually that long because of in your own single-player server with commands you can focus on. Let's take a look at its stats. 76 attack. All of its other stats are so low. Oh my god. Like, when you look at this, it kind of looks like it had a high IV for HP. But yeah, that is a total of 42, 252 EV point, effort value points, 42 battles for that. So, just take this off. Now to do the speed. Also, in between the level, I don't know if it's still out there, but there was a boss. I ended up actually having to put in a little gate because they kept making a run for it. Alright, so what should I use for +2 speed? Pidgeotto. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Pidgeottos. The only reason I'm questioning it, guys, is Pidgeottos can be annoying with Whirlwind. Sorry, Andy. Andy. I think these things have 100 HP. Boom, headshot. Well, okay, guys, before you all, like, oh, he's a COD kid, boom, headshot, I'm a sniper, I play Team Fortress 2. I like headshots. But, yeah, okay, back to this. Alright, so, alright. Electrodes give speed, but they're really high, they're really high level. While I was checking my guide, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. I've surpassed my goal that I promised you guys I would make this video if I reached. It means so much that so many people have enjoyed and used my guide. Even if these views were people returning just to double check something, it means so much that I was able to help so many people with EV training. So yeah. Alright, so when I'm on the GLG, whether you're from whether you're from the GLG server or Husky Mudkip server or anywhere, thank you so much for all the support. I just also wanted to showcase off my cover, my favorite team. But when I was in my guide, don't worry, I'll leave a link to this below. My options for speed EV are Electabuzz, Poliwhirl, Electrode, Pikachu, Pidgeotto, Rapidash, Eradicate, Golbat, Dugtrio, and Fearow. All can spawn in at really high levels, and I believe I'm going to EV train off of one that will not cause as much trouble to me, which would be Eradicate. So yeah, I'm going to EV train the speed on Eradicate for Dragonair. Alright, so EV training in a server does take a lot longer than this video it's taking me, because you have to walk around and find the Pokemon, but once you find an area where they spawn, you're all set. You just have to make sure you only fight them until you're finished EV training. Once you're done EV training, you can fight whatever you want. But yeah, when you're EV training, sometimes it's better to fight the lower leveled EV training stat boosters, because you can get all the EV training done in less than 10 levels. Like, or however many levels that took me. I got all of them on my Dratini, now Dragonair. So I'm gonna Pokey Heal. Up. Pokey Spawn. Can't be that strong, can it? Oh, okay. Yeah, level's only 2. So, just see how well this does against it. Oh boy. Alright, well, this is gonna take a little bit of a while. So, I'm gonna get on this EV train grind, and I'll see you guys at the end of it. Okay guys, I'm back, and I have done 41 Eradicate battles. Spawned in this last one, and guys, check this out. One shot. So once you get enough of a stat that you can start one-shotting, or even being faster, even with the power item held, it makes leveling them up and EV training so much more easier. So, let's take off that power anklet. Let's look at those stats. Whoa! 81 speed at level 36? And look at its attack! That's just from leveling up thanks to being adamant. Wow. Alright, so now that we have finished EV training our dragon, actually we have not yet fully finished EV training, because one thing that a lot of people always recommend, and I do as well, is that last little +6. I mean, it is only +1 in a stat, roughly, but it's worth not wasting. So, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? But anyways, okay. So, I'm gonna quickly this Pokey spawn in Berry. Oh, okay, level 31, that's not that bad. Sometimes Dragonair can be loud. Oh boy. And it's done EV training. All the stats have been boosted as much as they can. I just did that so I finished up the final things, so now I can finally just fight whatever I'd want, and I wouldn't get any more little EVs. It would just be all natural leveling. Where are you, Marie? Speaking of that. Where is that, Marie? Huh. Leveled up. Alright, so now break out the rare candy. And let's level this thing up. Safeguard, that means next level. Oh wait. There we go. The reason I'm sorry, I don't know if Dragonair's talking is gonna mess up my audio, but so the reason I'm speeding through this is I already know what moves I want on my Dragonite as a physical sweeper. 3 of them are down there. The rest are in its. The last one is coming up soon. outrage. Outrage up there. And we're getting up there. Sorry, no hyperbeam to the face syndrome for today, but right now I'm just gonna... My other moves I'm gonna have are... It's Outrage, Thunder Wave, Stone Edge. Actually, forgot it had Thunder Wave, so I don't think that's now. And Earthquake. So back to leveling it. Not Earthquake. 15 more. And there we go. Alright. I'll set these rare candies. I might use them in a little bit, but actually I'll just put them up here. That. Alright, so we have fully EV trained and leveled up. Let's get physical Dragonite. Let's look at his stat. Let's actually pull up the other two Dragonites. And let's compare their stats. The official final stats for my EV trained Dragonite is 303 HP. Just double check with that. 396 attack. Oh my god. That's literally 4 away from being 400. 224 defense, 210 special attack, 213 special defense, and 238 speed. Now, when you compare that to the leveled up Dratini, the Dratini had a higher IV of HP, but look at that difference in attack. That's literally, if these two fought each other, the EV trained Dragonite would get the first move and one-shot it with Outrage. And then the other stats are lower because you focused on making it a physical super. So it's going to go first with its speed, unless the other opponent is faster. It's going to wreck face with its attack. I just realized I'm making hand gestures while explaining this. I'm Italian. That's probably why. But, and then when you compare it to, both of their speeds are under 200. And their attacks are well under the Dratini. And the Dratini I rare candied up actually was about the same level as the Dratini I EV trained. So yeah. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. I got something a little fun in mind. Alright, guys. I just wanted to say thank you all for watching. I hope this video version of my EV training guide is useful. I included all the links from all the Bulbapedia pages to the different locations for my guide, both the Pixelmon on GLG and Husky Mudkip's forums, so you can go there for a quick picture by picture of each page of the guide. What I did when I was gonna be right back was I leveled up all of the Pokemon that I had encountered during this video, including my own Doc Q, who's running around over there, and also my Skeptile, my shiny Golbat, and my Rayquaza. Along with the main feature are the EV trained Dragonite. And I just want to thank you guys all for watching. One thing I didn't get to show off was this is my sniper camper van build, my own custom one. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for watching. And I look forward to... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Like and subscribe if you really enjoyed this guide. And if you are a YouTuber, just retweet this guide on your Twitter. If more people know how to do this stuff, the better it is. So yeah. Thanks you guys all for watching, and I hope to see you guys all soon. Bye.
One has a job and the other's mental sickness.